Welcome back, and we are going to draw this next one, Project 3A. This will be number exercise 4. Again, I come up here to File New, and then I come down here, my origin. Well, first I gotta click on Sketch, click on my origin here. There we go. Hit the little side note, hit XY, bring that around there, perfect. I'm going to draw, when I look at this one, there's a couple of things I could do with this. What would be the best route here? I could go and start from the top and draw this in and build this up, or do a side shot of it, come over and put all this in. I'm just going to do that. Line, I want to do a front view of this. So I'm going to catch that quadrant there and this quadrant here, and I'm going up 10 millimeters, 10, coming over, and this is 20 millimeters. All right, so I'm just going to do the whole thing. Of course, it's 50 plus 12.5, and what's good about this? Watch this. I can type in 50 plus 12.5 plus 12.5, because that is your radiuses here, okay? And he'll add it up for you. They're pretty cool. So we got that in there, and you're probably like, why are you drawing it like that? Why not? You can draw it any way you want, as long as it all comes out with the right measurements. And I'm going to go to the top up here and check this out. I want to catch the midpoint. See how it's catching the midpoint there? Bring me a line up like that. Offset that line. Use that offset button. It's fine. 20. So this thing's right in the center here. 20. So half of that I want to do 10 on that side. Do it again for this side over here. Do 10. I want it over here though. All right. 10 this way. Oh, you got to put minus 10 in, because it's going to be on the opposite side. Okay. Good. Now the height of it's 15 millimeter, so, we can easily fix that, can't we? Put this on there, get rid of that center line, and then measure it from there to there. 15 millimeter tall, and I want to trim out this because I don't want that two pieces. I want it all one big piece. That's fine. What it was, one of my dimensions got cut out. That's all right. Boom. Extrude. I want to extrude through this part. The whole thing is 25 millimeters. And you're like, oh, all right, we're getting closer, but how about the roundness up here? There's different ways we can do that. The one thing I'm thinking about is using this fillet, and that's just putting a radius on the edge of it. And all I do is click that, click that, click that, rotate it around a little bit, click that. Again, I'm holding my shift and then smashing my wheel down to turn. I'm just moving my mouse. And then I'll figure out, all right, let's do this. 12.5 is my radius. Bing, bang, boom. There it is. All right, now, what I want to do is create another sketch on the top of this. And I'm just going to use my rectangles like I was earlier in the last couple of drawings. I'll come in there and do this. And again, this is parametric modeling. So put it in there the way it looks, get it close, and then dimension it. This is all going to be cut right here. And if you'll look, how far is it cutting in? Well, it's 5 millimeters, 16 millimeters overall. How far is it here, though? Okay, so this is 25. We know this is 16 from there to there. So check this out. I can go 16. I can do a formula. 16 minus 20. No, my bad. Do 25 minus 16. put in parentheses, all right, and then divide it by 2. It gets us 4.5, and you can see it. 4.5 is right here, that little notch. I didn't even see it. Do you see how I can do formulas? It's really cool. Here to here, dimension, and so we'll have those sides cut out. Then we got this little center portion of it that has to be cut out, and it's going to be 6 millimeters. So I'll go ahead and do that. Make that 6, and of course, we know this one here is 5 plus 4.5. So I'm just going to go from the edge of it to that. Escape gets you out of the command. And I'm not catching what I want. And the reason I'm doing that is I need to be catching this. There to there. Now bring that over. I got a formula. This is 5. And this is cutting that center out. So we go 5 plus 4.5. You can do 5 plus 4.5. We do it in our head, but we can also do it on here. So I've got everything I need. Finish sketch. Extrude. Click on all those profiles. Sweet, sweet, sweet. It's going to be a cut. And that distance, we can put a negative in here, and then it'll make it cut. We're going to go negative 15. And that'll take us to... Now, we could do negative 15, or we can also do this. Distance to object. And you can click on that face. It did not like that. So... I said distance minus 15. And I've got to also, oh, I see why. When I come up here and done this profile, it didn't catch that. It didn't catch that. It didn't catch that. That's where we went wrong. So distance now, it should do to object to that. No errors come up. Okay? So you got that in there. Now the last thing is to add this little round cylinder through it. And you want to be on this surface here because you see how it's coming out. And it's going to be flush with that. 4.5 over. 4.5. So let's do that. New sketch. You want to be on the face out here. And just rotate it around. It's just going to take some time for you to get used to everything. Bring that circle in, and it's a 10 diameter. Perfect. And that's what that diameter sign is right there. Make sure that you do your dimensions on it. And again, you see how you're not catching this? Because when I rotate it out, see how that circle's kind of in free space there? There is a way that you can bring this in to where you can measure off this. And I'll show you how to do that. Go to Create, come down here to Project, okay? And if you come over here to Project, you can actually click on, see how you can click on, I just like to click the edges that I want. Okay. And now, if I were to rotate this around, you see how it pulled those edges to my sketch surface? Yeah, that's what you want. So now I can measure exactly everything, and that should be the center, should be 10. Vertically should be 18 from the bottom. So you can actually just click the circle and he'll go to the center. So 18, I put 118, that ain't right. 18, it's perfect. Finish sketch. Make sure your sketch is correct. Rotate it around, extrude, catch that, and I want to go back the other way, but I don't want to cut, I want to join. And then I'm just going to tell it the overall of this thing was 25, negative 25, and okay, there's your part. Put it in a nice pretty isometric view so it can be seen well. And of course, get to where I can see it really good. Put your initials on it, and again, do your snipping tool. Snipping tool and new, and take me a good picture of it. File, save as, and then save it somewhere where you can find it. Project 3A, exercise 4. and safe. All right. If you need any help with anything, let me know.